Welcome back to IISM Volume On, where we unmute the real you. Today, we have an interesting student, the one and only Joanne from Class 12A. Well, thank you for being here. Thank you for being in the podcast.
Thank you for having me here, Ivana.
Well, before we begin, let the viewers have a little introduction about yourself, who you are, what you're doing right now.
So I'm Joanne from Class 12A. I was the topper in 10th and 11th. And right now I'm in my final year at IISM. So I'd say, that's pretty much about me. I have some hobbies. I play sports, badminton, cricket, and I sometimes play games. Yeah, that's about me.
Alright, so you said you're class 10th and 11th topper. Well, what made you consistently studying every single day, I guess? Do you study every single day, by any chance?
I'd say almost every day. Like consistency is really important here. So
do you do that?
Yeah, I was consistent with my studies even when I don't get time. Like even when I lose time in many other activities, I try to find time for covering those portions and doing stuff like that. So I would say I was pretty consistent with my studies.
Alright, so what motivated you? Like you have a career in mind, like you want to reach that goal or something?
Yeah, well, it was always very fun to compete with others.
Oh.
I find that very interesting. So I'd say that was like
your motivation?
Yes, I'd say.
Alright, so you're a competitive person?
Yes.
Alright.
And my parents were also really happy. They become really excited when I become the topper. So that was also a great motivation.
So every time there is, in the toppers, first 5 toppers, there is always a competition. Who is the first?
Yes.
Do you have that pressure? Do you have that, pressure of being, always being the first?
Well, I wouldn't say there's pressure. I like to be the topper. I try my best. If I become, yay. So it's always, I try my best. That's the main thing.
Alright, so do you experience that stress of being toppers
I
rank?
would say there is much of a pressure. It's more of a choice, right? If you try, you get it. So you're doing it for yourself.
So coming to yourself, what's your career plan for future?
Well, right now, engineering is on my mind. I'm planning on writing JEE and then trying to get into one of the good colleges in India.
Any colleges in mind that you want to go to?
Well, I won't say much right now.
You don't have anything in mind now?
Right now, on my mind is cracking JEE.
Good, you're going to write both?
Yes.
Most probably, both of them?
Yes.
Well, you told about the JEE stuff. Now, what do you do for it? Are you preparing right now for the cracking of JEE or?
Well, obviously, when you want to crack a competitive exam, you need a lot of support, like you need professional support. So right now I have this coaching and
So what are you doing? You do work every single day for that coaching and extra questions for that?
Yes, you have to work for that, obviously, because JEE, it's a very big exam, so you have to put a lot of effort into it.
So you're just doing JEE or you're writing any other competitive exams as well?
No, right now my main focus is on JEE.
JEE.
Yes.
Alright, so you're not writing anything else?
No.
Alright, what if you not get in? What if, okay? This is a what if, guys.
Yes, that's a very great,
what if?
very big what if. Well, right now I have some backup plans, like some other colleges which are good. So I'll probably go into them.
So you're planning in India itself or abroad?
Yeah, I'm actually not a fan of going abroad. It's when you're in India, you get to stay close with your family and your friends.
And besides, there are good colleges in India as well.
There are great colleges in India.
Great, yes, true.
Obviously, I've chosen to stay in India.
Alright, so he prefers staying in India, guys.
Yes.
Alright, cool. So before exam, there is a bit of pressure. Like this is happening, that is happening, this questions will come. All of a sudden, students will start telling that teacher said this question to learn, whatever. So does that pressure you up?
Well, yes, I wouldn't say it doesn't. It does sometimes when they say this is important, and then I realize, oh no, I don't have much idea about it. So it does give some pressure. Then I try to study it. Then that's it.
So what's your preparation? What do you do? Like, do you study 1 week prior, or 1 month prior, or a day before the exam?
Well, many say studying just before the exam is fine, but that is really not a great idea, especially if you have a large amount of portions. So I would say study consistently every day. Like, study the portions you're taught that day or in that week itself, and then when exams come, revise them. That would be a great way to get higher marks.
Alright, is there any subject that you hate studying? Like,
I will say I hate studying subjects. No, I don't think there are any I hate. I love some subjects.
like too much of, what is it, topics, unnecessary topics, anything like that? 10th, 11th, 12th. There will be one, come on.
Teachers will hate me if I say this.
That's fine, that's fine. The subject is not about the teachers, it's about the subject of the topics. We are not talking about the teachers. Hashtag we are not talking about the teachers, but rather we are talking about the subject. Okay, there are too many topics that's unnecessary. I'm not going to disclose. But Joanne will.
Oh, come on. It's really hard.
Select one, like the worst one.
I'd say physics, probably
Physics,
because
12th?
probably because 12th physics, because 12th and 11th actually.
Okay.
Because there is a lot of derivations which very hard to
Agreed.
memorize.
Agree. I'm also from 12th, so I understand. Anyways, so now, what is the small habit that you might have changed you to become a topper? A small habit, other than consistency that he had said before.
Yes, I'm a big believer. I pray every day, so I'd say prayer is a good way to get it done. And then when you pray, you get this feeling that someone is there to
I get that.
guide you.
So two things he says is consistency as well as prayer. Okay, there is a quote in Malayalam. I'm not going to say it in Malayalam, but rather it's about, what do you say, half is done by us, half is done by God.
Yes.
Right? So it's like you do your work and God will do the rest.
Yeah.
So hopefully we all believe in that. Alright, so do your work first and then believe in God. At the end of the day, don't go and pray to God and say that, what do you say, I want this mark, I want that mark. It's not going to happen. Alright, so hopefully you'll do both the things together. Well, now we'll end with a question. Alright, what would you give the juniors? An advice that you could give? Because there are many who's going to write 10th board exam as well as our school annual and as well as the 12th board. Okay, so what would you tell them as to get motivated every single day to do something that they won't hate? So studying to some might be hateful, but how do you make them love it? There are 3 questions in this.
There are many ways to do that. One way which I followed in 10th was I'd keep a reward system. So like I study for this much time, I'll write a small test on it. If I get it good, I'll have some fun time. If I don't, I keep on working on that. So that was one way I tried. So be consistent, be disciplined, don't get distractions. Obviously there's a lot of distractions, mobile phones, friends. Like I wouldn't say friends are a distraction. You'll be like,
you better don't say I'm one of your friends, okay? all of the cameramen behind are friends, okay? Don't say that.
Yeah.
After behind the camera scenes, we'll see. Okay, come on.
Okay. So
friends are not a distraction. Hashtag.
Yeah, friends are not a distraction, but have a control.
Have a control.
Yes.
Agreed.
Balance everything out. Time with your friends, your family, and give a lot of importance on studies. So have a balanced life.
So one more thing I'll ask before, last one was the last question, but since you mentioned it, do you study alone or group sessions are much better? Which do you prefer and what do you do now?
The best is to study alone. Then you get a lot of time to yourself. You get to cover a lot of topics. But when you're friends, like 1 or 2 friends, it's fine. You guys are supporting each other. But when it's more, you guys are like just hanging out.
That's true. Well, guys, sit alone and study. Try your best. Okay. If you have any doubt, come to Johan. He's in 12A, the 2nd floor of IISM. Come and meet him, right?
Yeah, sure.
Anyways, by the way, he's my classmate, my friend. everyone here is my friends. Either ways, with that, we have come to the end. And once again, thank you for having.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm truly grateful you're here for the first podcast, for one of the podcast. Well, with that, I'll see you for the next podcast coming up. Stay tuned. And well, with that, this is Ivana from Class 12 ending.